unfiltered update stream. Straight from the heart of the Pimcore team. Breaking the mold, we're bringing it new. Knowledge and power directly to you.
Hello and welcome to this session of Pimcore Insight. My name is Christian and with me in the session is...
I'm Patrick. Hi, Christian.
Hello, Patrick. Patrick, what should we talk about today?
Christian, in one of our last episodes, you have shown us how to create documents with the Pimcore Agent chat, and now I want to go a little bit further. Would it also be possible to create a document template with the agent chat?
Yes, this also would be possible. You need to configure it, set it a bit up, but yes, the agent also can create templates for documents.
Okay, maybe before having a look, can you explain what needs to be done to create a document template in Pimcore?
Yeah, actually, the templates in Pimcore are Twig files. So normally some developer or whoever is able to write Twig files need to create files on the file system to define the templates. The templates define the structure of the document. And once you have the templates on the file system, then you can choose them in the documents and so enter the content of the document then.
And now the agent can write those Twig files.
Yes, the agent can create Twig files. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Can you show me how that works?
Yes, let's have a look. And for that, let's start some screen sharing. And yeah, I would suggest we just start it off with a new chat. We have prepared a specific agent that is the template author. We have specified some MCP tools there and some capabilities. And then we can just kick it off and ask the agent to create a simple Hello World page template. We keep it simple right now with some headline and a short paragraph. And the headline and what you see is what you get should be editable. And there we see already, the agent is already running, loading the skill, and also calling different MCP tools, like it gets the information about which editables are available for this Pimcore instance, so it can choose the right one. And then in the end, it creates a proposal with really a Twig template that I can verify here or can check here if I like. And we see already there we have some editables, which make the template then editable in a document. And then we can refine, reject, approve. We know this already from the other workflows we have in the agent. And yeah, let's maybe just approve it there. Sorry. And then we can use this template in documents. Either we can now modify an existing document if you like, or we just create the sample document directly in here. And then the document is also opened right away, and we can enter our content with the editables here. So we have a headline, we have what you see is what you get text as we required from the agent, and we have a nice looking template here. And when we have a look at our document configuration, we see here that the template is really actually selectable for any document. So this is not a specific document or special document here. It's a standard Pimcore document at this end, where we can select then the templates that were created by the agent.
Okay, talking about templates that were created by the agent, is there also an overview where I see all those templates?
We have also an overview in the Pimcore agent. So we have their agent templates, where we have the whole list of all the different templates that were generated by the agent. We also see if they are used somewhere, and we also can open linked documents, or for example, if there is no linked document yet, also create a sample document as we did just with our simple sample template before. And we also, of course, can delete them and also manually edit them if we like so.
Okay, so you've shown a simple template. Is it also possible to create more advanced templates, more complex ones?
For sure, this is possible. We see also there already a sample advanced template. Let's maybe just open the chat with what I opened this. So we see it here. Let's just close this, that we are not distracted too much. So this is actually a bit more extensive prompt where we say we want use an existing layout, have a layer, a headline, a grid with certain columns of images, a column grid with product teasers. And yeah, what actually then comes out is again a template. In this time, at this time, I needed one refinement that it really is what I wanted to have it. And we also again can open the document here, where we see that yeah, the agent actually created quite a nice looking template. So we have some headline, we have the image editables in a row, we have the 4 columns here, we have a 3-column grid of product teasers where we can assign data objects. So this is actually really already a bit more complex template. And what we see here is that the agent really can use all the Pimcore editables. And what we see here actually is also it included an area brick. So it also can use existing area blocks that are defined in the system and reuse them in the agent generated templates. So it's really quite powerful and quite flexible.
And I assume the chat can also manipulate existing templates, right?
Yes, let's maybe quickly try that. So let's just move it here and say, let's change the color of the headline to purple. So let's, the agent is starting now and should now read the template again. And yeah, in the end, hopefully changes the color. And of course, it doesn't do it right away. It again creates us a proposal, and there we see already it now added some style information for the headline. And when we approve this, it should also hopefully apply this to the document. Let's see if it reloads, and then the color hopefully should be purple, which it is.
Right. You have said the Twig templates, they need to be stored in the file system, right?
Exactly, yeah.
If I remember correctly, in one of the last episodes, you also said that the agent is not allowed to store files in the file system. So how does that work?
That's a good one. Yes, in this case, we of course need to somehow write the Twig files to the file system that we can also use them in the documents. But we of course still want to sandbox our agent and make sure that it doesn't do anything bad to our Pimcore file system. And yeah, what we did here is actually we provided a tool to the agent which allows to write templates. It's in combination with this proposal that we saw. And these agents, these templates are then written to a var directory on the Pimcore file system, but only via PHP, so not directly by the agent. And before actually something is written to the file system, we have a whole validation pipeline that the template needs to run through. So it will be validated against some forbidden constructor things. It filters tags, filters functions which are not allowed. It also checks the CSS styles that are inline. Also JavaScript is rejected in this case. And also it checks for path traversals. So it really validates this template quite strictly. We also have a sandboxed test rendering in this pipeline so that we also render the template to make sure that really no bad templates are written to the file system, and we make sure that the agent cannot destroy anything in the Pimcore system.
Yeah, that explains how data is saved in the file system. But I have another question. I have seen on one of your templates that an existing layout was used, and that would also mean that a file from the file system needs to be accessed. How does that work?
Yes, it's also a good question. We see here the layout that is used by our demo. And of course, this layout is also just a Twig file, which is stored in the Pimcore file system. And to allow the agent to reuse layouts and also JavaScript files and all these kind of things, we introduced the concept and the function of the file staging. And with this file staging, we allow the agent to read files which are in the Pimcore file system. And this is actually done by defining so-called file sets, where a developer can strictly define a set of files, for example, all the templates or certain JavaScript files, CSS files, whatsoever. And these sets then can be downloaded by the agent. We can actually define this also in the agent configuration. So let's maybe quickly open the agent configuration. And here in the tools skill set, we can select allowed file sets. And once these are configured here, the agent can download the configured files here to its local file system. So it's not inside the Pimcore file system, but inside the agent file system, which is sandboxed. And then the agent can use the default tools for agents like Blob and all these read file tools to read and understand all the source files. And from there, it can then create templates and reuse existing layouts. Also, of course, then knows what CSS classes are available, how to structure the template based on the available CSS templates and JavaScript. So these file sets allow the agent to access and read files which are pre-configured by developers, but the agent does not access the Pimcore file system directly.
Cool. Thank you very much for those interesting insights.
You're welcome. I think we are at the end already for today's session. Also, don't forget to have a look at the session with the document editing and of course all the other sessions. So yeah, enjoy Pimcore Insight and see you soon. Bye-bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.